Hey, either one. I'll switch back and forth. Hey, what's going on? Today is March 8th, 8th, I think. It's a Friday. Nor'easter has officially hit New York. It's snowed outside. It's white everywhere. Uh, I'm hooked on distilled water now. I have a fountain in my house full of giant Poland Spring, like 5 gallon water bottles, and I just completely stopped drinking them. My body's like, hey, Trav, distilled water is the way to go. I'm like, oh, okay. And I just drink distilled water instead of that, and it's we're paying for that, so I should drink it, but I can taste the difference when I drink that water from the distilled water. So this is not a vlog. This is just gonna be a video of what I thought for the last 2 days, or just yesterday. If I held on to the memory, and it was that I was thinking, I was like, what if older older like our parents, pretty much my mom, my dad, your mom, your dad, if you're my age or my generation, I feel that their top priority is just to survive, just to have a roof over their head. That's why a lot of them kind of remain stubborn when probably, I don't know if everybody's in the same situation, but like you would ask your parent or tell your parent, hey man, you should probably leave America. Just leave America. Things are getting bad. You don't understand. And it's just like, no, this is my house. I paid for it. It's. And I'm looking at it like, yo, the housing isn't getting better. They're not. I don't think America's worried about people buying houses. That's not. I mean, it could affect the economy. I'm not saying I watch the stock market and I know what I'm talking about and I buy gold and silver, but just out of logic terms, what the fuck is a house gonna do when the bombs start dropping? These houses are like the houses that they build. I don't know if they're building the same wherever you live in like vacant lots or whatever. You start building houses, but they build these 2 family, 3 family paper houses like that. So it's like these houses are surviving I don't know the name of bombs. I'm sorry, I don't know the name any bomb besides like a nuke or some shit. But like, what are they surviving? What are these houses gonna take? These houses aren't built like the houses back in the days. And I know, well, even if they were built like the houses back in the days, you probably would sustain some damage. But I'm just trying to say, these houses now, these just 2 family, they can get demolished easy. That's why I'll stop talking about them. But I digress. The parent thing is that they're just not worried about the economy. They're not worried about. They just look at. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray every day. I'm gonna just keep praying, and this house is gonna protect us somehow, and we're not gonna get hit by anything that that any other country throws in America. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm not appreciative of houses. I know neither is my generation of where they live and who they live with their parents or not. I know that it's not that, but it's just the parents aren't worried about that. Ever since coming to this country or being born in this country, they're looking at it like, yo, just get a house, get a car, keep working, retire, and things will be better. And that's what they think. And I think that if anything, our generation has a lot in common or can relate a little bit to probably the grandparent generation, like the would they be baby boomers? No, they wouldn't. Baby boomers was our parents. The generation before baby boomers. That's, I think, that the grandparents, like I think they would be more, because they had to fight. You know what I'm trying to say? I think baby boomers had to fight too. Baby, definitely, they probably went to Vietnam and a different couple of wars, but like these I feel like, I mean, I may be speaking on my ass and offending people right now, but I think that the wars that were fought, like World War I and II, were it was on a different level because it was the entire planet, not like every army from each country. You would think that when you say World War, everybody, but it's just like World War, not Vietnam War. It's like Vietnam. I mean, it may have political connections and financial collection connections when it comes to the Vietnam War and all that other shit, and like land grabs. But World War is like, yo, everybody's walking on eggshells right now. So I feel like probably our grandparents definitely could relate to us and see that we have to, if they're still alive, not, no offense, if they're still walking, they see it and they understand it. They're like, yo, man, the millennials or whatever, they have a fight right now because them being that age and going through World War I or II, or both of them or one of them or whatever, they see that there's corruption. They've been alive long enough to see, like, damn, man, this shit's crooked. This game's crooked, man. I feel sorry for the millennials. And our parents looking at it like, you lazy motherfuckers, get a job, do work, blah 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 blah. So it's like there's no fucking pot of gold at the end of the rainbow if you follow the typical American dream, because as you can see, there's nothing really there anymore. You have money, and you're like, yeah, I got money, and then tomorrow it gets lower, and I mean, it may be going down half of a penny every day, but it's still going down half a penny, and you notice that. If you notice that, you definitely feel a little bit worried. You definitely feel a little bit worried. So when your parents tell you what the fuck to do or what to this, and then you're just like, you're not in it to like what I'm doing. I'm not in this. I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm doing just so I can get something out of it. I generally want to help people so they can help others, so we can help each other, or we can have at least some type of community where it takes the pressure off. The economy is going bad, but we got that community so strong that we can take a hit from the economy and go, well, we got each other, we got gardens and stuff, or we got each other. We can share, we can carpool. But when you don't have that, everybody's like, oh, for me, myself. No one's gonna win. So it's just logical, and why not? It's why not use this human experience to do something good? I mean, everybody's doing something bad. A lot of people are doing stuff bad. So even, why even, you know? So, I just want to make this little video real quick because I feel that the parent generation they're not so stubborn. It's just that they're so clicked into just having a roof, and it's just like, okay, have a roof, but who says you have to have a roof in America? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you can live anywhere on the fucking planet you want, but no, you're just America is the place to be. America, 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 America's been pushed into the head, so now they don't know any better than to go. I mean, just try it. Go to a different country, man. You'll still be on the planet Earth. That's what I don't understand. You will still be on the planet Earth. Just try something new. I know I'm not probably speaking to everybody else. Probably just a personal problem that I'm trying to put onto you guys. But that's what I just generally feel, man. Like the parent generation and our generation is just we realize that we have to fight. We have to we can't just sit back and go, oh, our country, and get drafted. What? Oh my God, man! I think Lupe Fiasco said something about it. Someone told me he said something about first person shooter games and shooting games in general. But I think I made this correlation a while back. Was that just you got when you think about it, it was Call of Duty, or first it was Doom. These first person shooting games, you're shooting monsters like monsters, Duke Nukem. You're shooting monsters and pigs. You're shooting monsters, right? Now it comes to a point where every year, every month, there's this new first-person shooter game, whether it be for an iPad, a new cloud-based gaming system on live, any system of gaming. There's a first-person shooter every month, every year, every 2 years. It's amped up. You can't wait to play this game. IGN said this is the greatest thing, and XPlay said you gotta play this game. And it's just think about it. When you go to certain places, you see more girls working there than men. So girls ain't definitely home playing video games, right? Guys are. You got Xbox Live, you got PS3, playing Gears of War, playing Call of Duty. Like, yeah. So it's like instinctual that, hey, there's nothing wrong. And that's another thing. I know I'm hopping all over the place, but bear with me. That's another thing I I'm kind of I'm against. Like if it's a video game, and like see it's like say Planetside 2. It's a video game where there's three factions fighting against each other on a planet, and they're on different continents and they're fighting. To me, that's not it's not as serious, because say Planetside 2 switched the skins and it was like Battlefield 3. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link to a short video, if I can find one, of Planetside 2, a video of Battlefield 3. Now, Battlefield 3, I don't want to say it's an army game, but it's a militaristic game. You are soldiers. There's American soldiers and then there's Russian soldiers. Now, to zoom out a little bit, there's American soldiers and there's Russian soldiers. Now, you're fighting. Obviously, you're fighting against each other. There's definitely a lot of vehicles that either are the vehicles that the military uses, or similar to it, And I mean, this game has just so much weapons. UMP 45, the peak. I mean, I can't even remember how much weapons they have, but they just have so many weapons with the current names, and it just like it's just wiring our brains to say that killing a different country is okay. How many games in America? I mean, I know it wouldn't make any sense. Probably you do this in every country where you play your own country's army against another army instead of it being like American game where you're not American, you're a different country and you're killing Americans. Like, see, like that wouldn't make any sense, I guess, or that's just not legal in game terms and political things. I don't know, but when you play these games like Call of Duty and you're shooting Iraqis or you're shooting the rebels, it's okay. It's okay to go to a different person's country and then shoot the fuck them up. It's like Predator drones, okay. It's just rock, okay. It's okay to just use these things. And then you want to turn around and say, oh, you can't use it. Everything on TV, games, music, they can talk about smoking weed all they want. Smoking weed's illegal though. But I guess if you're really high on the music food chain like Lil Wayne, you can smoke what weed you want and not get in trouble. TV. You got so many shows where they're shooting people. Like, well, I seen a movie when I was going to Albany. I think on Tuesday. I went to Albany for something political, but I wasn't like charged for it. But and we was on the bus watching a movie, and it was like The Bourne Legacy with the guy from Avengers. He's Hawkeye in Avengers. I don't know his name, but he was in Bourne Legacy. And there was this part where the scientists, I don't, I woke up like halfway into the scene, and it was this scientist guy, and he started shooting everybody in the lab, and the lab was on lockdown because no one can get in, and he just started just I was sleeping. I just hear gunshots. I woke up like, oh, cap, shooting people on white coats and stuff. I was like, wow, like it's okay for movies and TV to have shoot shit like guns in it, but the average citizen that knows better against his own government and knows about to happen pretty much can't defend themselves. So it's like this contradicting reality we're living in, and to the parents, you're not gonna have a home left if you're not. It's just like instead of trying to swim, you're just gonna try to hang on to the stick, the tallest log in the water. You're just gonna try to hang on to it instead of trying to swim over to more logs. You just That's how I just feel. So I mean, I know it made it a little bit lengthy, but it's appropriate for the time, the season. It's snowing outside, so I clicked on the snowy thingy. So yeah, I don't have anything against the parents of the generation. I know you gotta protect your kids and protect your investment, but this isn't an investment anymore. It's a fucking what is it called? Liability? Asset is good. I mean, it probably is liability. Probably is not, but you get what I'm trying to say. Farewell.